Okay, good day. This is part two of project one of us building a loop. A loop is a piece of the puzzle for the whole song, the whole track. I will show you later in another part how I like to put the puzzles together to build a track. I should also tell you that the instruments that we're adding here are really just place markers. They're not necessarily what we are going to use, but it could be that we do use what we've added so far. And here's something that I did between project one and project two. I did change the bass and I changed the kick as well. Surprise, surprise. I actually only dropped the kick an octave to make it sound a little better, more into the kind of feel that I want to make. I changed the bass completely. Let's see. So I'll show you right here what I did. The deep bass is a mini V Moog. So, well, Archery actually puts it out. So, but it's really a Moog, sort of. Let's see. I put an LFO tool on there to cut some of the. It was ringing a little bit and it was taking too much space, so I cut a little bit off. Let's turn it on. So you hear. So you see what I did here. As I was saying, when it was on solo, I didn't realize my microphone wasn't working. So I made this little slant here so that it doesn't pop. You heard it. Okay, so let's see what else I have here. I dropped the kick and transposed it down. Alright. I added that hi-hat we had already. Alright, I put a 1/16 notes. Is it 16 notes? What am I doing? Yeah, 16 notes. But let me drop it down. Bottom left. So you can see. I put some 16 30-second notes in there to give it a little roll. So let's see if I can do this without messing everything up. I want to solo it, but I also want to solo this. Let's see what we got here. All right. Get that? I also put a ride in, but it's a sample. It's a clip, so I just have one MIDI note playing. Let's solo this one. So let's look at the sample. I have it on classic. It cuts off right about here, but it doesn't cause too much of a weird artifact. I also have it side chain, as you can see. so it doesn't interfere. And it's actually, I'm using a riser for a snare along with the clap. So let's see. So I had the clap going to the reverb on the right as a send, and I have a slight delay on the white noise that I'm using as a snare. Okay, so this part is, we're going to add some chords. So let's see what we can do. Listen to it a little bit. That's what I do. I listen and I try to see if I can hear something that I would like to add, maybe a stab or something. But I like to do stabs a little bit offbeat. So let me turn on my synth, which I forgot to do before I started. I'm going to use my synth as my MIDI controller. It's the Matriarch. It has a bigger keyboard. Sometimes I'll use a Yamaha keyboard and I'll just use the piano. So let me turn this off. Great. Okay, so sometimes I create little things like stabs and perks and things like that to inspire me to come up with a melody or maybe some chords or something like that. So what I did was I created a MIDI track. You can see it. It's a little rhythm. I have a Nexus instrument on here. I have some bubblegum plucked. So let's see what it sounds like. A lot of reverb. A little later, we're gonna automate some effects. But you know what? This is Nexus, so it takes up a little bit of CPU space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on an audio track, re-record it, external in, not external in, 8 Nexus, put on record. All right, got it on record, see if it's, all right, it's on there. So let's record it. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this because I don't want Nexus to take up all that. We can keep that there for some chords maybe later. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's put some EQ on it. Now, if you notice, let's see, bottom left. If you notice, when I bring up an audio track, an EQ and a compressor comes on along with a utility. I use this a lot. And 10 decibels is usually what I like to attenuate because I don't want everything to be too loud. I want some headroom on the master channel. Let's go to the master channel. I want some headroom. Now you see I already have a big chain on my master. I have a fab filter, EQs. I have a compressor on here for different parts of the frequencies. I change that later though. depending on the music. I have Slate Digital stuff here for compression and dynamics. And my last but not least, I have a limiter, and I'll be pushing that up when we get towards the end. Hopefully don't blow your ears out. Let's go back. All right, so got this Nexus, got this thing going on. Let's see. So let's put an EQ on it. Let's shave off some of this low end. See if we can put an art. MIDI clip. Let's put Cthulhu on here. Let's see what we got. Turn off the speaker. MIDI in from Cthulhu. Cannot pronounce it correctly. I want something that's clean. I know Anna 2 has its own little get rid of this plate. That. So let's look at something a little easy. Got some plugs here. Let's see. Okay. All right, I like that. So I'm going to keep this Anna instrument. I'm going to keep the MIDI on here. I understand. So off. Turn this off. See what it sounds like. Didn't turn out quite the way I wanted it to. So let's 4. Let's edit this. Drag it over, or just plop it over. See what we got here. Okay, see how it starts at a different time? That's what I like about this arm. Why is it doing that? Let's see what happens if I do it this way. Duplicate it. There because we're going to keep it like that with the MIDI on there because we're going to make some changes later. Remember, this is just an idea, so like I said, we're going to be replacing some things. Let me see. I want to change this a little bit though. Make it a little more plucky. I don't like to play on the big one. Right, I like that. See, we're going to use our own delay. I do like that. Okay, now I can hear more instruments. I hear like a organ that we can build upon. You like that? I like it. All right, we're going to end it here. We're going to create a little bit more next week. So I hope you really enjoyed it. This is just me creating and you tagging along and showing you how I do it. A little plucky maybe. It really doesn't take that long. It takes me about 2.5 days to create a whole track from beginning to complete end. And that means with the mixing and mastering. As you can see, I do some of the mixing as I go, but it's only the muscle memory stuff. I don't like to get too caught up in it until the end. So I hope you had a good Halloween. Have a great day, y'all.